Hey, how's your day going? It's John with Just Thoughts. So yeah, today what I wanted to talk about, right, is this idea that I've spoke on before. And if you hear something that you heard before, definitely look into all the other videos so that you have a comprehensive view of how I'm trying to deliver this idea, right? So the idea is the fact that currently we have exponential technology that is outpacing our ability to keep up with it, right? So the way that I usually try to explain it is that over the last 100 to 200 years we've had a situation where the majority of people were being exploited, right? We had an upper class that was able to take advantage of the lower class due to the fact that they had the majority of the power. They controlled the infrastructures to be able to gain power. They controlled the majority of the knowledge, so they had an advantage, but they were able to almost help out the lower class because they needed the lower class to do things so that they would be able to generate wealth, right? And what I think is going to end up happening over the next 20 to 30 years is we're going to see a change in that situation, right? Instead of people being exploited, which was almost a good thing, right? People are going to become irrelevant. And that's one of the things that, if I was asked or if you were asked, would you rather be exploited or would you rather become completely irrelevant to the situation? Most people would say, I'd rather be exploited because then I would still be able to make a means. I would still be able to receive an income if I was being exploited, right? And what I think is going to end up happening over the next 20 to 30 years is we're not only going to see a change between how people are able to view work, right? Some people gain value and they gain purpose through what they do and they love what they do. And if you're one of those people, this is not about you, right? What I'm talking about is the fact that we're going to have a technological revolution that is currently happening that is going to influence the work revolution, right? And the way that I like to explain it, right, is that if you were being exploited, would you rather be irrelevant or exploited, right? So just that exact same idea. One example, right, that I've heard that was a really good example to be able to understand how this is going to unfold in the future, right, is the fact that if you combined Bitcoin, self-driving cars, and just Bitcoin and self-driving cars, right? Basically, you could have like a taxi service, right? And the taxi service would be able to, pick people up, drop people off, and it would be able to be paid by Bitcoin. And you can use artificial intelligence to be able to control the entire situation, right? You can eliminate a person from that entirely, right? That is real. That is coming. Right, like for example, Tesla. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to be able to do that exact same thing, where they can pick people up and drop people off, and all you would have to do is basically buy a Tesla, and you could just send it in autopilot mode where it picks people up and you have a form of income. Those are a few examples, right? Now imagine that, except exacerbated 10,000 fold because of the exponential technology that is being able to take advantage of the majority of the way that we view how people are able to make money, right? I think that we have to have a shift in view of how we see our mediums of exchange, because it's going to, if you look far enough, you can see how it's going to be a deficit. And I think that that's important for us to consider and start talking about now, so that we don't have a situation where everything that I just mentioned, where people are completely eliminated from our system, our monetary system entirely, doesn't end up happening, right? So yeah, I definitely think that we should consider universal basic income, a universal basic tuition, a universal basic healthcare, to make sure that we can prevent these situations from happening. So if you agree with that, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time.